What is up YouTube, my name is Will from Will Daily and today I'll be doing the review of iTunes 11. In this video I'll be doing an in-depth tour as well as giving you my full thoughts. Now I've taken my time to actually look at this application and I thought I'd give you a more proper, thorough review so I can actually give you what I think of this application. So when you first look at the application you can see it looks rather nice. The actual whole layout's been redesigned throughout the whole app, so it's looking a little bit more cleaner and more sleeker. On this page here you will see you have the music sort of playlist. So this is what you have in your library right now. You do have options to go into your songs, you go into artists, genres, playlist, radio, and you get the gist of that. So it's really easy to navigate around, as you may see. Now if I want to go and look on one song or look on an album, I'll basically tap on there and you can see down here now it brings down a drop menu like you've seen in iOS folders. Now it looks rather nice, I like it. You know, it took some time to get used to obviously. But once you go into the album you just basically double tap and it'll play the actual song. On here you have the option to basically play it like so, and you have the option to have shuffle, and also of course you have the options to see the actual list, so I can see what's going to be added to the play next and add to next. So basically what happens is if I come up to this corner here I can actually add up to what's upcoming songs. So basically I can actually mix and match what's in songs, if it makes sense. Then over here you would have the in-store, so if I want to go and purchase more of this artist I can do, which is pretty cool. And again out there is really simple like that, and the colours do change varying on the actual artist's album cover. As you can see here it looks really nice. I like it a lot. I like the actual way they've done this. It looks really nice and very sleek indeed, and it's very minimalistic, as you may see. It's very fluent and there's no like lag at all. And then going over here you will see you have the library. The library of course is where you have your movies, TV shows, podcasts, apps and home sharing, and of course music, what we're currently on now. The top bar hasn't really changed at all. As you can see here it's just the same. You have the option to repeat and shuffle, and then this is up here I showed you a second ago is what's up next. So basically if you're on an album you can see what's coming next, and you can actually make sure you can basically make it your way, if it makes sense. Make it what you want it to be. Then here you have the option to make it on a smaller screen like so. Now this is where it's changed a lot. This is what I like. Now this is basically a more cleaner look in my opinion. You can see here you have the title on the top and an artist name on the bottom, and when you go over it, when you hover, you have the option to play left and right, so basically next and previous. And then here you have the options to get that list up again. As I said a second ago, this is where you can add it to playlist and add it to up next. And of course you have the option to rate the actual song, which is pretty nice. And of course you have the option to airplay if you want to. And then here's the up next. So if you do have multiple songs and albums, you will basically get this option here. So it's really cool. I like the way they've done this a lot. And of course you have the option to have a search bar, so you can search for any music or artist on your playlist. Sounds reasonably good. So far I like the design. The design looks really good. Now the music's changed, and also the library. The library looks a lot like that iOS sort of side. As you can see here it looks really clean. As you can see there's no like distractions like it was before. I really like its actual point of view and design. As you can see here, this is what you still got in the last update, but you still got the more of an iOS feel to it. So you can see here the carousel wheel going around, and you do have options to click these buttons which can go around by itself. So you can see here this is all the featured playlist right now. Then moving down you have the options to look at the music. Of course you've got your singles, albums, singles, pre-orders. And then going down again you have the option to see the other featured titles, and of course you get movies and so on and so forth. You get the gist there. Going to the music and other tabs you will see exactly the same layout but into different genres. As you can see I'm in music, and it gives me this really clean minimalistic view. That's what I like a lot. And here you have the option to see the previous, so you can see here this is what I've seen last time in my history. So this is what I like the most. It's basically I look at music, I get away from it, and I come back and think, Christ, what's that artist's name? Where has that album gone? I don't have to think that anymore. I have to come to this bit here and it's got it in its history. I can basically go on here, tap on it, and it bring up the exact page I was on earlier on. This is what I like a lot. This is what I like, that I really enjoy what Apple actually gave in this. This is what's helped me out a lot more, so I don't have to like write it down on notes or favourite it later on. It's basically there in the history. You know, it really is cool. I like it a lot. It's not, you know, bold. It's very simple, as you can see. And you do have the option to clear, so if I want to clear the history I can. Then here, if you don't want to look at the top menu bar, you have the option to look at the sort of drop down menu, would I say. And you can look at your purchase, so you can go back into history, so you can re-download albums if you want to. Now, well, I'm actually in the album, as you can see here now. There's nothing much really changed at all. It's still the same as before, which is a shame, but I kind of like the way they kept it. It's a bit more nicer. And then basically going back to the main menu, basically going to the icon here, that's back button. So as you can see, the music is same, and of course the app's basically the same, obviously. But you can see it's really really nice. I really like it. They actually made it much more nicer than the previous edition. I think it looks a little bit more simple, in my opinion. It took some time to get used to, but then again, it was a great move for Apple. So basically, this application is really good. I'll give it out of 5. Now, the reason because I give it a 5 is because of its really cool look, and it's very minimalistic. So I like it a lot, and it actually brings in the iOS sort of side. As you know, iOS is really simple to use. It's basically really interesting design, as you can see there, the carousel wheel going around left and right with the featured icons. Do I think this is a great update for Macs? I think a yes and a no. Reason because I'm not really too happy with this sort of layout, only because I can't mix and match all songs. I like to look at albums whilst I'm playing songs. So let's say I'm going to go in Dada Life, and I'm listening to this album, and I want to skip to, let's say, Big Sean. I can't do that, unfortunately. I have to go and add it to the actual playlist, which is a shame, but that's okay in my opinion. I'll get, I kind of get used to that. But I think I've done a good job. In the amount of time I had done with this, I think it's great. I think it's much more sturdy and much more better than the last version, for damn sure. Now, plugging an iOS device, if I can, I probably won't be doing it now, but the iOS device looks incredible. It looks a lot more thorough and a lot more cleaner than the previous version. So guys, that's my overall review of the actual iTunes 11. I hope you really enjoyed this. We'll be giving this iTunes 11 about, let's say, a 5. I'd definitely give it a 5 due to its reason of its really nice layout, its really nice design, and it's very minimalistic when it's in the iTunes store as well as in the playlist and also in the iOS setup. So I really would recommend you to update this, as this is quite good, and it brings a lot more features than before. Anyway guys, if you did like this, then please do give it a thumbs up. That'd be muchly appreciated, and I'll see you all in my next video.